This is going to be, and I'm going to go in and primarily wrestler, primarily heel. Because they're a little more interesting. I will do a stream on building a baby. Hints there to build a heel, to build a baby face. I mean, but for a heel, I'll give you some hints to make your character look like a heel. So when greetings, this is the building a heel, and I will do. Let's do a quick match. But if you no, let's not. Let's stay focused, and we're gonna go into creations, and we're going straight into new custom superstar. Now we're gonna do. I'm gonna go. I'm going to give you some hints on how not to make your character look like everyone else, so it doesn't look like. Let's go into. I'm just going to pick striker. We're going to go no persona. We don't need that. Hey, how's it going, PWF? Thanks for leaving a like, and we're going to give. I'm going to give you. I'm going to build a character online. I haven't done that really. I mean, I've started it and then usually I go off. So we're going to go straight into that, except you can add all this later, what you want to do, but we're going for the striker. Hey, Xenophon, how's it going? And thank you for the stream. And I'm going to give you, and let's get, for right now, let's get out of that. We're not going to give the name yet. I do have a character in mind, and that's what you should do. When you go for the build, when you go to build your character, have what you want. Have a general mindset of what you want to build. So if it's going to be a heel, say, okay, this is a heel. Just have a general mind. What you want to do, and this goes. So we're going to go to face. So I like to start with the face template. Body type. Body type goes like. So let's have fun with this. Let's go back to body type. Now, okay. So I've been using the extremely fat body type, but we're going to go into a serious body type. We're going to go into more of a muscle type. So this guy's going to be kind of a brawler. So brawler is going to be kind of hefty. So we're going to go with that build. Yes, I know that. Now, oops. Now we're going to go yes, and so we go to body type, and now we're going to go to height. So I'm going to go. Normally I go to like a giant mode, like 7'5", 7'4", because I build giants. I build monsters. And ladies and gentlemen, that is my donkey here in the background. So we're gonna go like with more of a 6'5" is a pretty big guy. Yeah, okay, so we'll go 6'6". That's good. Yes, we know that. Okay, so now we got the body build. Now we're going to go into... I'm going to change that real quick. So this is it. Now so I'm not going to use a face. Usually I use a face photo for the character, but we're going to do sculpting. So we'll do face. And I'll show you how basic thing. Now here's a basic facial. So if you go into facial deformation, facial region, here's what you do here. So that right there, say right there, you already got a, and this is just simple. Right there, you got a serious look, and you got kind of a heel look here. Now I'm gonna go, and that's what a lot of people miss, because what I see in a lot of people's calls, there's no expression in the faces. They're kind of You know, like I keep saying, cookie cutter, or just I always say that black doll, that blank doll look. So wait, now here's some fun you could have here with the nose. And this is just taking a basic template. Just taking the basic template. You move it up a little bit, and look, you're already you're doing a little sculpting here, and I'm going to show you what you can do with the face parts. Now you got, there you go. You want a scowl. Usually you want your you want that look to be you want a scowl. That's a heel. Heels are always scowling. They're not smiling. They're not. Okay, this guy looks like he's been sucking a popsicle. Okay, so, or sour grapes. Kind of want to get that look like they've been sucking sour lemons. You know, they just ate it. They just ate a rotten egg or something. You know, so you want that. Okay, we got that. Now we'll go into facial structure. Now this is where I have fun. So the head, you can narrow it a little bit, which I kind of like to do. The height, you can go a little smaller. Just these little these little tweaks here, just give a little character, depth. So now you're starting to get away from the template, and that's your goal there. Now your earlobes. Now, if you really wanted to, you go alignment. Go like that. And you can make your ears longer and lobe detachment. Just stuff like that. And another good tip is to make a lot of your features asymmetrical, because in real life your face is not symmetrical. So your left side is totally different from your right side, which gives us our unique features. So that's another thing. Don't make everything so so symmetrical. Put a little tweak to it. So now we're going to go into the forehead. You don't have to do. What I like to do is the nose. I like to make so the nose, you can narrow down the nose a little bit. You're going to see how different this character is going to look when I am done from the template. Now you go to depth. Now depth, you can go, go a little bit deep on the depth, and you just put a bump on the nose right there. You raise up the height, and there you go. You got a little hook nose. You narrow it a little bit. And there you got a little character on the nose that you hardly ever see on most of the wrestlers. So that right there. Now you go to nose bridge. Now this is where you can narrow it. I'm going to narrow it a little bit, because you're really getting the height. The height you lower a little bit, and the depth. And now we'll go to nose tip. Now the nose itself, I think I want that a little long. There we go. Now nostrils, you can make widen them out a little bit. That's the left. So 67, right now, that's the right nostril width, and you want to go 67. Where you go a little bit 68, you could do that too. That gives you the okay, there we go. And left nostril height, you want to raise up the nostrils. And this kind of gives you there you go. Now you're just 67. Did I go? What did I go on the nostril height? Okay. Now as you see, as we're sculpting here, the now you got the silhouette. Now you got a little hook nose there, and now we're going to go to the tip. Now with the tip, you could go more pointed. And you could lengthen out the tip a little longer. Now the height, you can go low. I like to go lower. Now if you ever wanted to get that broken nose flat look, like it. Now that's exactly what I want for the look. Kind of getting that look. And if you want the tip a little more pointed, now you got it. That's how you get a real long pointed nose. And you can do that with and now we're going to go to eyebrows. Okay, so that's the basic look I got here. Now you can go depth. You can if you want a little sunken in look, you take the depth out of it, the height of the cheeks, and I just go random on that just to make it a jawline. Now the jawline, you can go since he's a big character, you're going to want the fullness and the lower jaw fullness. And the length, this right here, if you want a fuller look, you go right here, the jaw length. And we're going to go right into there. So the mouth, like, the right corner length is 60. Left corner length is going to be 53. And this other one you don't need. If you want to do the eyes, you can switch the eyes. But now we're going into. Now we're done there. Now this is where you go back into facial region. We're back in face. And we go to facial deformation. Now you go to facial region. There you go. And you really want to fix that part there. And yeah, okay. And we will do a match after this. Now, you want to lengthen that. If you lengthen that a little bit, there you go. And I always say the facial region part is where you kind of smooth over what you did in. I want you to see how different this looks now from the original template. Now, if you want a broken nose look, you can do that. So now let's see, I still got that little hook line, and we know people that have hook noses. Yeah, there we go. So now we got the basic layer, as I say, the basic layer. Now we're going to add some character. Now this is where I add in. The only thing I get mad about is that when you sculpt, it used to be you could sculpt the face and then put the photo capture on it. It doesn't do that anymore. It goes back to the basic. Goes back to the template, which really sucks, because if you're trying to do a realistic build of a character, you kind of have to go in reverse. You have to sculpt it after you put on the template. I mean, after you put on the photo capture. I'm going to show you this real quick. What happens when you use the photo capture? So I'm going to, and this is what I'm talking about. So let's see. Here's some. But here's what you can do if you like makeup. I'm going to show you. So if you ever have like makeup, like face paint, here's a different way where you could put it where you don't, where you put it on. And this is a tip I found online. So you take this, and this is Sting's makeup, right? Now whatever makeup you put on it, it will not, it shouldn't cover it up, but. But you could do that. That's another point without having to. And it doesn't. And the reason why you would do this is because sometimes when you're doing, when you're building a character and you're putting on layers in the appearance mode, sometimes you use up all the points and it won't let you. Yeah, and then you can't finish your build from there. But. Yes, it is. So remember that. I got that offline. That's so. And oh, it's nothing. Have you noticed? Here's the thing: when I was downloading images, have you noticed all the topless and nude pictures that they're on in community creations? You know, it's like whoa, that's funny. So you got some people that are a little. I don't know what you'd use them for, anyways, because. There's no use for just a naked girly pic, but it's funny. So that's something you can't. I don't understand that. You know, I mean, there's no use for it. You know, I mean, I'm not a prude or anything. I just think it's funny. It's like, oh, I got naked. Let's put naked pics up there. It's like. I thought it was, but it made me laugh when I saw like, oh my god, children. Yeah. I just think it's just, you know, you get like your, yeah. But you know, to each their own. I mean, if it added to the game, and if you know my humor, I'm not going to report it. I don't. It's whoopee. Okay, so we're not going to do that, but let's see if we can add a. I'm going to show you if I add a claw. Okay, so this is Dan Halsen. So if you ever want to make Dan Halsen or Dangerous Donovan, which is what he wrestled under. You can make an Asian version of Danhausen, but this kind of sucks because you lose the. See what happens here when you go to. So you go and sculpt, and and photo capture goes right back to the. So that's what I'm trying to show you here. So you kind of have to do the sculpting afterwards after you apply the. Apply the photo capture, but we're not going to do that. We're doing and it goes back. We're going to do a, so we're going to go facial parts. I recommend that you add wrinkles to your character. So bags under their eyes, because we all have them. And right there we got and I'll show you some of the, and I'm gonna, when I'm done with this character, I'm gonna show you some of the characters that I built using current wrestling superstars and how I modified them. But right now we're going into this and chin. Always add wrinkles. I always like to add a little bit of deformation, anything that gives it, to get away from that blank look. Any slight, and that's what these, yeah. These little see right here, these little features you add here really I mean, you don't. It just makes slight changes. Don't go overboard unless it's the character. Now, right here, and this is the crease we have. We all have this crease. Oh, that's how you make an old man. But you're trying to make slight changes. See right there. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. See, look how that just changed that caw right there. Going from the template, going from the generic template into. So I'm trying to go. There we go. Now that gives you a weathered look. Now for the forehead, I'm going to show you something neat for the forehead if you want to. So now you got a guy that looks like he's been around a while. He's so we're going to accept that. Now forehead, you could do that. You could add the wrinkles like that. But we're going to add these right here, like the razor cuts, the blading. Like this guy's been around. This guy's been around a while. This guy's been in a few hardcore matches. Except, now I'm going to show you another thing you can do if you really want to make this character pop. And you'll see I use this a lot. Now we're going to go into. Now going to blemishes. Hey, Cowboy John, we're building a monster or another character. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. And we will have a few matches after I finish this build. It won't take. And you want to get rid of that where the skin blends in. So do this because we are going to put some eye makeup on this guy. And right there. And then right there, you have that layer, so you don't get, so you don't have that layer of when you're applying the eye makeup. You know, like when you're applying the face paint and you're putting black face paint on, and you always have that bleed. I mean, you always have that part where you see part of the skin of the eyes. Oh, okay, so we got that. Now, here's what you do. If you want a character. Okay, so we're gonna go back to face, and I'm gonna show you something you could do if you really want to do a. Let me go back. Go back to face reason. So let's say this guy lost an eye. So let's go right here and make sure you don't hit mirror. You can really do a. Because we're going to put a scar over that eye. And look at that. That guy's... And that... There you go. Now you can put a scar over that eye, and that guy's been damaged. Now we're going to go into, now we're not going to worry about a tire, we're going to go straight into, now we're going to go straight into edit a tire. Now we're going to an appearance. Here. Now with the left eye, with the right eye, so we're going to go like this with the left eye. We're creating a... So how did everyone like... Oh, okay, there you go. No. Eyebrow... for some reason I always get rid of eyebrows for some reason. I think it looks creepier without an eyebrow. So this is just because I always over exaggerate when I always build. So what you're looking at a hardcore. You're looking at more of a grim character, but this is a heel. You guarantee when you see this is a heel. It's not no baby face. So what I'm gonna do here, instead of I'm gonna go away with this eye here because so I'm gonna go like with a more traditional build. There we go. So let's go with the oh yes, you got it. Oh, cool. Glad I'll have to catch that. Now here's where I have fun with mustaches. So I already have an idea for this character, what he's going to be. So we're going to go with the old so let's go with no, we don't want that one. Now we add the eyebrows because I have an idea. We're gonna have the good old kung fu master. So you can have fun. You don't have to stick to. So let's see what just difference how. Let's add some hair in here. Nope, we don't like that one. I haven't. Nah. Let's see. Of course. Let's see. Let's go. No, I haven't seen that one. I have kind of. I saw 2002 Maniacs. Must have missed 2001. No, just kidding. No, I haven't seen that one. I'll check that. It's another one I'll check out. Let's see. How do we want to make this guy look? You see, when it comes to sequels, I like to watch the odds, the odd sequences, and then go back to the even. No, I'm just kidding. You see, I always like to watch the first part of a sequel because I always like to see how it begins. I used to tell people that. I said, "Well, how I read books, I read it. I read the books. I read the books backwards. I read it from yes, I read it from the last page to the first." because I'm always interested. Okay, we can go to the no, not the Andre the Giant here. Okay, so let's try to go with the old martial arts kung fu look for him. So the hair is going to be. Oh, there we go. Will this be more right here? Will be more Japanese. Yeah, there we go. Old samurai look. No, no, not material. Color. See this little. There we go. Oh, not. Oh, I got to put the scar in. That's right. Now with the scar here, we're going to fix that so it looks a little more. So I'm going to make the scar look like it's been there for a while. It's not so fresh. So you got it right here. You used to be able to. What gets me mad is I don't think. Yes. Before you used to be able to adjust the length of the scar, that kind of, and you could move it where you set it. Where you used to be able to set the scar where you wanted to. Now you can't. Okay, so we're done with that. Now I'm going to show you face paint. Now I'm going to show you how you can make some interesting face paint just using the WWE images. So we'll go WWE design. So if you wanted to, let's take see right here. You could take the Undertaker symbol. I gotta fix that. Okay, so now we're gonna. So let's remove that one. Let's start over with the Undertaker symbol. Have you guys had it where it freezes while you're doing a creation? I've noticed that it does that a lot. And then I have to restart the game. So let's go Facebook. So let's go to images. Now I have custom images I could use, but I'm going to show you what you can do just with the regular WWE design without the face paint. But let's go back to what I was originally wanting to do. Where's that? You take this Undertaker symbol. You move it. Now look at that. You can put it right there, or you could just rotate it a little bit. If you rotate it, you could just make a but basically that's what I was just trying to give you hints on how to have different makeups, especially if you you can't, if you're not good at designing your own, or it's hard to find a good makeup, face makeup, and you don't want it, and you just don't want to have the standard Sting or the Ultimate Warrior or Finn Balor makeup. Just take a logo. Just find a logo, download a logo, and just, you could do this, a black logo. I'll show you one. I'll show you a neat one I found from Creations. But he's not gonna. Let's see. Let's go to my creation. Let's go to my custom images. So there's a ton. There's a ton of neat images on creation, on community, on the community creations. So here's a neat little trick you could do here. If you want to do, like, he's hardcore, right? So you could do this. Now you adjust it, and now he's wrapped it. There you go. And this is I've used this design before, so make sure it matches. And this is great for a. So we got that there. So we got that there, and he's. So now you got your hard. So this is your hardcore wrestler. He's yeah, he's so tough. He's wrapped up in barbed wire. What you want to do is make sure it. Okay, there we go. So make sure it looks like it wraps around. Now so let's go in and see how. So I like to emboss, makes it like it's really dug in. I had a better, yeah, like I said, I had a better barbed wire image, which I lost, but basically that's the gist of it, and you're done. You do that, or you know what I'm going to do? Let's just go back off that. Let's go here. I'm going to get rid of that, but that's an idea you could do for hardcore wrestlers, so I'm going to take that off, and I do a lot of that. I'll see something, don't like it, take it off. We're going to go face tattoo. So we're going to go to my custom images, and I'm going to put something here that's really cool. And then we're going to go into some matches, because I know you all came here to see some matches. I don't know where I got the you all from, because I was born in Northern California and I still live in Northern California. So I don't know where I got that from. And of course we have this. And of course the standard one hand brand. As you see, I have I have different kind of textures, and I think you should download as many textures as possible. I do have a furry texture. Look, I've been trying to work on getting Yeti fur, and I don't like it. So you could do this, right? You want to give this guy a hairline, or if you want to give this guy a 5 o'clock shadow. So I have this hair texture right here. Kind of yeah, this texture's okay, but I'm not a fan of it, because of right here you got the bleed right over here. But it does work. I could give this guy one big unibrow right here. But I was just trying to work on a Yeti texture that looks, but you know, it's a work in progress. But nope. Or you can give him a hairline. Kind of blends in if you want to fix the hairline a little bit, but that kind of helps, like when you're like when you have little gaps in the. Okay, so that's what that is. I don't like it, and you'll see me do a lot of that. But that's what you can do, like with a lot of the textures. You just put them in different places, and you'll be surprised what you can do with them. Okay, let's. I don't do much tattoos. I've gotten away from it. It just, I think it's. We're gonna put a. I have a real cool. I found a real cool one. Let's see. That I thought would be great for. Where's that one I found? I found a real cool one. That's not it. There's a real cool one I just found, and let's see. I thought it'd be great to put on the. It's a great one for a face tattoo. Not that one. Let's see. Give me a little moment here, and I'll find it. Is my thing turned off? There's my. So I'll come back in a few moments as I fix as I have to reload my stream. Okay, I think I have to reboot my router. Be right back. But that is how you build a car.